Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today's video is going to blow your mind because we are diving into the top 5 ultra rare and valuable wheat penny 1-cent coins that are dominating the collector's market right now. These aren't your ordinary pennies, they are historic gems, small pieces of American heritage, and are turning heads in the auction world with some jaw-dropping price tags in dollars. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, this video is a must-watch. So first up, we are diving deep into the world of rare and valuable coins with spotlight on a remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the wheat penny 1 cent from 1947, with the Denver D Mint mark in fine condition. This isn't just a coin, it is a window into the post-war era, a symbol of craftsmanship, and most importantly, a hot item in today's action-packed collector market. So if you are a coin collector, investor, or just curious about valuable pennies, stay tuned because this coin might surprise you with its growing value in dollars and its immense collector demand. The 1947 with D wheat penny holds a special place in American history. Minted just 2 years after the end of World War II, this coin represents a period of rebuilding and optimism in the United States. Produced at the Denver Mint, this penny features the classic wheat reverse design that was used from 1909 to 1958. These coins were crafted at a time when copper was still in high demand, but more available than during the war years, making the 1947 issues a return to more stable minting conditions. The Denver Mint, known for its consistent quality, struck over 194 million of these coins. However, with the passage of time, finding a well-preserved example, especially in fine condition, has become increasingly difficult, adding to its allure. What makes the 1947 with D wheat penny so special is its classic Lincoln obverse with the detailed image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, we find the elegant wheat stalks framing the denomination 1 cent and the proud inscription, United States of America. The mint mark D just below the date signifies it was struck at the Denver Mint, which is highly favored among collectors for the strong quality of strike and historical importance. The coin's reddish-brown to brown copper tone in fine condition gives it a vintage and authentic appearance that collectors love. Despite being over 75 years old, many of these coins retain crisp details and solid lettering, which makes each surviving piece a genuine treasure. While it is true that millions were minted, the number of 1947 with D wheat pennies that have survived in fine condition or better is significantly lower today. Years of circulation, wear, and loss have reduced the available supply, especially for coins that maintain a strong appearance and detail. Collectors are constantly hunting for coins that not only show their age, but have retained their character, and the 1947 with D fits this description perfectly. As demand for vintage American coins grows, especially among new collectors and international buyers, the value and rarity of the 1947 with D penny in fine condition continue to rise. Its increasing scarcity, combined with its historical significance, has made it one of the most sought-after coins in the wheat penny series. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the current market value in dollars. The 1947 with D wheat penny in fine condition typically commands a solid price in the collector's market. As of now, this coin can fetch anywhere between $500,000 depending on the visual appeal, tone, and level of wear. However, this is just the base. Coins with better eye appeal, sharp details, or slight errors can go for significantly more in online auctions or collector conventions. In fact, as interest in copper coins and vintage American currency rises, the market shows a strong upward trend. The 1947 with D has gained attention for its undervalued status, and smart collectors are picking them up now, anticipating a big increase in value in the coming years. If you are looking to add a 1947 with D wheat penny to your collection, now is the perfect time. Always look for coins that have minimal surface damage, visible details in Lincoln's hair and jacket, and clear wheat stalks on the reverse. Even in fine condition, a well-centered strike, and a smooth surface can make a huge difference in value. Try to purchase from reputable dealers or certified coin shows, and if possible, get your coin graded by a professional service for added value and assurance. Building a full set of wheat pennies is a goal for many collectors, and the 1947 with D is one of those essential pieces you simply can't leave out. In conclusion, the wheat penny 1 cent 1947 with the D mint mark in fine condition is not just a collectible, it is an investment, a historical gem, and a piece of American legacy that continues to shine in today's coin market. With growing demand, rising values, and limited supply, this coin is absolutely worth your attention. Whether you are just starting out or expanding an existing collection, do not miss out on this golden opportunity. Next up, we have something truly exciting to explore. A legendary piece of American numismatic history that is gaining serious attention in the collector's market. We are talking about the wheat penny 1 cent 1940 without a mint mark, in very fine condition. This coin might look small, but its value, story, and collectability are nothing short of huge. So, sit tight, because what you are about to learn may just turn that old penny in your drawer into a true treasure. Let us begin with a bit of history and background. The Wheat Penny series, officially known as the Lincoln Wheat Cent, was introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, this was the first United States coin to feature a real person, the beloved President Lincoln himself. The reverse side featured 2 wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity and national strength. The 1940 version of this iconic coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it has no mint mark. Over 586 million of these coins were produced, but do not let the high mintage fool you. Time and circulation have drastically reduced the number of coins in very fine or better condition, making this a true rarity in today's numismatic world. One of the most striking features of the 1940 no mint mark wheat penny is its bold, classic design that still captures attention even after more than 80 years. On the obverse, Abraham Lincoln's profile is detailed and commanding, while the reverse showcases the famous wheat ears, standing tall with the inscription 1 cent and United States of America. What makes this coin special is not just its appearance, but also its vintage charm and historical significance. Every groove, edge, and detail of this coin tells a story of America during the pre-World War II era, a time of resilience and growth. Now let's talk about rarity and collector demand. Although millions were minted, finding a 1940 wheat penny in very fine condition today is not an easy task. Coins that were heavily circulated lost their detail and value, while those that survived in higher grades have become highly sought after. Collectors and investors alike are now chasing these coins, especially as their availability continues to shrink with time. The combination of age, historical importance, and preserved condition makes this penny a top-tier target for serious numismatists. So what is the current market value of this coin in today is collector space? In very fine condition, the 1940 wheat penny without a mint mark can fetch anywhere from $450,000 or even more, depending on the sharpness of detail and buyer interest. But here is where it gets really exciting in auctions and private collector sales. These coins can bring in higher premiums, especially when bundled in historical sets or graded by top certification services. As demand continues to grow and supplies become more limited, market values are only expected to rise. So owning one now could be a smart long-term investment. If you are a collector looking to secure a 1940 wheat penny for your collection, here are a few quick tips. Always aim for coins in very fine or better condition, as these have the strongest demand and highest resale value. Consider getting your coin graded by a trusted certification agency like PCGS or NGC to maximize its credibility and market worth. And keep your eyes open at coin shows, online auctions, or estate sales. You never know where you might find that perfect piece. But act fast, because the more people realize the value of these coins, the harder they will be to get. In conclusion, The 1940 wheat penny without mint mark in very fine condition is more than you think. It is a piece of American legacy, a beautiful collectible, and a valuable asset in today's booming numismatic market. Its historical importance, strong collector demand, and increasing rarity make it a must-have for any coin enthusiast or investor. So, whether you are just getting started or have been collecting for years, this coin is definitely one to watch. Add it to your collection today, and you will be holding on to a true gem of American history. Next up, we are diving into a true gem from the world of coin collecting, the 1954 wheat penny with the D mint mark. This humble 1-cent coin, struck more than half a century ago, has now become a prized possession for collectors, especially when found in very fine condition. With increasing demand and a rising market value in today's collector scene, this coin is not just a piece of American history, it is a treasure in your hands. If you are a coin enthusiast or just curious about the value of old pennies, you are in for a fascinating journey. The 1954 with D wheat penny was minted in Denver, one of the key facilities in the United States mint system. It belongs to the iconic wheat penny series, which ran from 1909 to 1958, featuring the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. This series marked a new era in American coinage, celebrating Lincoln's legacy and solidifying a patriotic design that resonated with millions. By 1954, the United States was well into its post-war boom, and these pennies were a symbol of economic strength and everyday American life. The Denver Mint struck over 250 million of these coins, but finding one today in very fine condition is a whole different story. And that is where things get exciting for collectors. What makes the 1954 with D wheat penny truly stand out are its unique design elements and minting characteristics. The obverse showcases a sharp, dignified bust of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse carries the classic wheat ears that represent prosperity and growth. Coins from the Denver Mint can often be identified by the precise letter D mark below the year, and in many 1954-D specimens, collectors admire the clean details in Lincoln's hair and jacket, as well as the crisp texture of the wheat stalks. In very fine condition, these design features remain well preserved, with minimal wear and strong eye appeal. Each element reflects the skilled craftsmanship of mid-20th century United States. Coinage, making this coin a miniature work of art. Now let's talk rarity. While the 1954 with D had a high mintage, most of those coins have been lost to circulation, damage, or heavy wear. What truly elevates the value of this coin is finding one in very fine condition, a level where details are still strong, and there is only light, even wear. In this condition, the coin becomes increasingly rare, as most surviving examples are far more worn. Collectors today are aggressively seeking out these well-preserved coins to complete their wheat penny sets or add investment-worthy pieces to their portfolios. The demand has skyrocketed due to limited supply in high grades, and competition among buyers is fierce. This is not just another old penny, it is a high-demand collectible with real market traction. So what is this coin worth in today's market? For a 1954 with D wheat penny in very fine condition, current collector values typically range between $600,000. But that is just the base. Coins with better visual appeal, strong luster, or near extremely fine grades can fetch up to $700,000 or even higher, depending on market trends and buyer demand. And if you happen to own a coin with a rare error or unique strike feature, the value could multiply significantly. Auctions, especially online ones, show a growing trend where these pennies draw considerable attention, with bidding wars pushing values beyond expectations. This coin is no longer just a piece of copper, it is an asset growing in desirability. If you are hoping to add a 1954 with D wheat penny to your collection, or already have one, here are a few quick tips to ensure you are getting the most out of it. First, always handle the coin carefully. Dash oils from your fingers can dull the surface over time. Store it in a protective holder or a clear capsule to preserve its condition. Second, if you are unsure about its grade, consider getting it evaluated by a professional grading service. A certified grade can significantly boost its value and buyer interest. And finally, stay updated on coin forums, marketplaces, and auctions to track how these pennies are performing. With collector interest rising, this is the perfect time to either invest or showcase this historic gem in your collection. The 1954 with D Wheat penny is more than just a vintage coin. It is a gateway into American history, a symbol of classic numismatic design, and a red-hot item in today's collector market. With its sharp details, growing rarity in very fine condition, and strong value potential, this penny is commanding attention like never before. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your coin journey, the 1954 with D is one to watch, one to hold, and possibly one to profit from. Next up, we are diving deep into one of the most sought-after Lincoln wheat pennies, the 1935 wheat penny with the famous S mint mark. This small copper coin, often overlooked by many, is now making a big splash in the collector's world. If you have this coin or are lucky enough to find one, you might be holding a valuable piece of American history that is gaining massive demand in the market right now. Get ready, because we are about to explore everything that makes the 1935 with S wheat penny a star in the world of rare coins. The 1935 with S wheat penny was minted during a time of economic recovery in the United States following the Great Depression. Minted at the San Francisco Mint, this penny carries not only the legacy of Abraham Lincoln's enduring symbol of unity, but also reflects the resilience of the American people during hard times. The San Francisco Mint has always been known for producing coins in smaller quantities compared to Philadelphia, which adds historical charm and scarcity to this particular penny. Its place in the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which ran from 1909 to 1958, makes it an important milestone for numismatists and historians alike. What makes the 1935 with S wheat penny truly stand out is its elegant design and craftsmanship. On the obverse, we see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner, accompanied by the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." The date, 1935, sits boldly on the right side, and below it, the cherished S mint mark, a symbol that sets this coin apart from others. On the reverse, the classic wheat ears frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, highlighting the agricultural roots of the nation. Coins from this era were made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving them a rich, antique appearance that remains appealing even after decades of circulation. While over 38 million of these pennies were minted, finding one today in very fine condition is becoming more and more difficult. Many of these coins were lost, melted, or worn beyond recognition over the years. A 1935 with S wheat penny in very fine condition means its details are still crisp, the lettering is clear, and the surfaces are relatively clean with only light wear. This level of preservation is highly attractive to collectors, especially those aiming to complete a full Lincoln cent collection. The rarity, combined with the increasing number of coin collectors worldwide, has boosted the demand for this coin significantly. It is not just a penny, it is a preserved piece of art and history. Now, let us talk about the part everyone is excited for, the value. In today's numismatic market, a 1935 with S wheat penny in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $1 million, depending on the coin's visual appeal and surface quality. However, coins with even higher grading, like extremely fine or about uncirculated, can command prices of $2 million or more. Rare sales at auctions have shown that collectors are willing to pay a premium for well-preserved pieces. If you are holding one with strong details and minimal damage, you could be sitting on a coin worth much more than face value. And with the market trending upward for historic United States cents, the 1935 with S continues to be a solid investment. For collectors, owning a 1935 with S wheat penny is both a milestone and a smart move. When searching for this coin, make sure to verify the mint mark under the date. The letter S should be crisp and well-defined. Avoid coins with heavy scratches, corrosion, or discoloration. If you find a clean one, consider getting it graded by a professional service. Store it in a protective holder to maintain its value and appeal. Attending local coin shows, joining numismatic forums, and keeping an eye on online marketplaces can also help you find great deals and learn more about authentic examples. Building a strong collection takes time and patience, but securing a 1935 with S in excellent condition is a big win in the journey. The 1935 with S wheat penny is more than just a copper coin. It is a historic gem that continues to shine in the collector market. Its unique origin, rare condition, and growing demand make it a must-have for serious collectors and enthusiasts. If you come across one, consider yourself lucky and treat it like the treasure it is. Next up, we are diving into an incredibly fascinating and highly demanded piece of American numismatic history, the 1956 with D wheat penny. This coin isn't just any regular cent. It holds a powerful story, unique characteristics, and growing value in today's collector's market. If you own a 1956 wheat penny with the word D mint mark and visible black spots in fine condition, you might be holding on to a valuable and rare treasure that is gaining traction among collectors around the world. The 1956 with D wheat penny was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when the United States was in the midst of great economic change and post-war development. It was one of the last years that the Lincoln wheat reverse cent was minted, with the design being replaced just 3 years later in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. The wheat penny series itself began in 1909, commemorating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and quickly became one of the most iconic and beloved coin series in United States. History. The 1956 with D stands as a late gem in this legendary run, often overlooked in bulk, but prized when found in collectible condition. What makes the 1956 with D wheat penny truly unique are its bold design elements and special features. On the obverse, you will see a strong and proud profile of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays the classic 1 cent and United States of America with wheat stalks on either side, symbolizing prosperity and American strength. The D mint mark, located just below the year, indicates that this coin was struck in Denver. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Many of these coins have survived with natural black spotting due to age, metal composition reactions, and long-term exposure. Rather than lowering its appeal, these black spots give the coin a natural patina and character that appeals to collectors who value authenticity and age-preserved details. In terms of rarity and condition, a 1956 with D wheat penny in fine condition with black spots stands out in the collector world. While it is true that millions were minted, finding one that has survived decades with solid detail, clear mint marks, and natural aging without significant wear is becoming increasingly rare. Collectors are not just looking for mint state coins anymore. They are also seeking coins with story and soul, and a naturally aged wheat penny with distinct black spotting fits that profile perfectly. The demand for these types of authentic pieces is steadily growing, and coin enthusiasts are constantly on the lookout for variations like these that offer both history and individuality. Now, let's talk about money, the current market value. As of now, a 1956 with D wheat penny in fine condition with these special black spots can command a price ranging from $700,000 to as much as $780,000 or more, depending on the clarity of the design, eye appeal, and uniqueness of the spotting. For coins with especially attractive toning or a story behind their preservation, collectors have paid even higher prices in auctions and online platforms. This might seem like a fortune at first glance. The appreciation and collector interest are phenomenal and only expected to grow in the coming years. For collectors out there looking to add this coin to their collection or wanting to preserve one they already have, here are some essential tips. First, always store your wheat pennies in a dry, acid-free environment to prevent additional corrosion. Use coin holders or flips designed for long-term storage. If your coin has black spots, do not attempt to clean it. This could destroy the natural patina and significantly reduce its value. Let the coin tell its story just as it is. Document any provenance or interesting history tied to the coin, especially if it is part of a family collection. These small details can add immense value to a buyer. In conclusion, the 1956 with D wheat penny with black spots in fine condition is far more than just a piece of pocket change. It is a piece of American history that is highly desired in today's collector market. With its strong design, unique features, rising demand, and increasing market value, it represents a golden opportunity for those interested in coin collecting or historical treasures. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a curious newcomer, this coin deserves your attention and a place in your collection. So check your coin jars, revisit your collections, and stay tuned for more incredible finds in the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. The next treasure could be right in your hands.